interviewed a clinical social worker, Miss Amy Brenner, and she didn't want her face to be on YouTube, so we're just going to be going over the recap of what she said. So yeah, our interview with the clinical social worker.
Okay, let's get started. So first we asked her, what do most people not realize or understand about postpartum depression? So here are some of the things she wanted us to know. So it can occur after any pregnancy, so it doesn't necessarily mean that if you've had a pregnancy before that you are immune to postpartum depression. Hormonal changes are also a big cause of it, so estrogen and progesterone crashing down 24 or 48 hours after birth can also be a big contributor to postpartum depression. Women are also at a higher risk if they have a traumatic birth, so there may be physical or emotional consequences. The first pregnancy may cause women to feel unprepared, scared, and anxious, which can trigger additional emotional issues during and after birth. Without proper socioeconomic and sociostructural support, the likelihood of developing PPD is higher. Pre-pregnancy mental health will also affect postpartum depression. If they have depression, anxiety, panic disorders, then they need to make sure they are stable on their medication before pregnancy. Most of all, postpartum depression isn't preventable or predictable.
So we also wanted to know what she believes everyone should know about postpartum depression, and here are some of the things that she said about that. So she said that postpartum depression can happen to anyone who is giving birth, basically. And even if you aren't planning on giving birth, make sure to check on people and make sure that they have support and help, especially help with the baby so that they can like complete the other things that they need. For example, like take some time to themselves. And post-birth can be very stressful and people need more support than they realize. Cultural differences can affect this. So like, for example, some cultures will take care of women, but some Western cultures especially focus on independence and they tend to leave women alone. And also, for example, a single mother without support will need support from their friends, family, etc. She also mentioned that in the US especially, we do need better postpartum care. For example, you only get seen like 4 weeks after birth in the US, but women often need like a weekly checkup to figure out their mental status versus just like, birth wounds and physical things. So basically they need more of a checkup on like, how they're doing in their everyday lives. And also, she also mentioned that late teenage years slash early 20s are the best time for women to start thinking about when they want kids and how they can plan for it. And this will sort of like, help with their mental status.
Okay, so next we wanted to know what can people do to prevent or limit their postpartum depression symptoms. Here are some of the things she wanted us to know. So if you lack a supportive partner, it indicates later marriage problems. So you should have a baby with someone that you can trust that will be able to support you as well as your child. And try to plan pregnancy and figure out if your baby's father can help you and support you while their lives are being changing as well. Also, can you adjust your job? Can you focus on some hobbies, focus on yourself, meditate, calm your mental health, journal, and read, or do some sort of self-care? And by self-care, we mean self-care that is real and able to help you, not just self-care that you see on social media. And additionally, figure out how you can get support through therapy, friends, or a social support group.
Then we wanted to know what people can do to prevent or limit the development of postpartum depression, especially if they have a history of depressive symptoms. Here are some of the things that she highlighted to us. So first of all, women should visit a psychiatrist as soon as they are planning to get pregnant or at the start of their pregnancy, especially if these psychiatrists have a focus on women's mental health if possible. They also should make sure the psychiatrist can work with an the psychiatrist can work with an obstetrician to help them manage depression and other mood disorder medication during pregnancy and figure out what they can take at each point in their pregnancy. For example, they need to wean off the medication at the start and make sure it's very strong by the end of the pregnancy. Finally, these medications should also help prevent strong hormone fluctuation, especially if they have a history of depressive symptoms.
And that's all for today. Thank you so much to Miss Amy Brenner for helping us with this interview. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and also follow our Instagram account at the PPD Project. Thank you guys so much.
Bye. Our website's also in our description, so go check that out for more information.
Bye.